A student, let's call her Sarah, files a complaint about her professor. Let's call him John. Professor John is a respected faculty member whose strong reputation has helped attract high enrollment to the university. Sarah claims that Professor John is consistently rude and dismissive in class, making it difficult for her to learn comfortably. Hi, my name is Kiel. Welcome to my office. I am the university's college secretary, a position under the management category. There's one thing in common about the managerial problems I generally face. They all involve ethics, or at least an extent of it. It is always about what is the right thing to do in the situation. Just like the managerial problem in the beginning, it presents an ethical dilemma that calls for an ethical decision making. And there, the institution now faces a dilemma. Taking action could protect students' rights, but it might also damage the career of the professor who brings significant value to the university. If you are part of the management, what is the right thing to do? The stakeholders here are Sarah, the student who filed the complaint. Our challenge is ensuring her concerns are taken seriously without fear of retaliation. Other students in Professor John's class. Some may share Sarah's concerns but hesitate to speak up, while others may value Professor John's teaching style and reputation, creating divisions in perceptions. Professor John, the accused faculty member. Our challenge is facing potential harm to his professional reputation and career trajectory, even if the allegations are not proven. University management. We must protect the institution's credibility by acting responsibly, while avoiding the risk of alienating a faculty member who contributes positively to the university's prestige and enrollment. Ethical problems can be solved by applying ethical principles. Ethics, by the way, is a branch of philosophy that deals with the study of good and evil. It is a branch of philosophy, literally love of wisdom, and wisdom means applied knowledge. So unless you apply ethical principles, it's not really ethics. The most important ethical principles to apply, in my opinion, are virtue ethics, which focuses on the character of the person. An action is right if it reflects inherent virtuous traits. Deontology, which focuses on duties. An action is right if it follows rules or laws regardless of the outcome. Consequentialism, which focuses on the consequences. An action is right if it leads to the best possible results. And ethical relativism, which suggests that what is right and wrong depends on the context. Let us apply these principles to the situation. And in doing so, please consider that I am one of the country's trainer in teaching ethics, and I even co-authored a book in ethics. Virtue ethics. As an administrator, I must foster a culture of respect and integrity by guiding Professor John toward a more virtuous conduct in the classroom. Deontology. My duty is to fairly investigate Sarah's complaint and uphold university policies that protect student rights, regardless of consequences. Consequentialism. I should act in a way that ensures the best overall outcome, protecting students' learning environment while preserving the university's reputation and faculty contributions. This is where it gets tricky because under ethical relativism, we have to consider the situation in the context of a manager. We must consider the pyramid of corporate social responsibility. First, economic responsibility. I must handle the complaint carefully to protect enrollment and the university's financial stability. Second, legal responsibility. I will follow due process and comply with labor and education laws in addressing both Sarah's rights and Professor John's position. Third, ethical responsibility. I should ensure fairness by applying the ethical principles earlier mentioned. Voluntary responsibility. And finally, I will go beyond compliance by fostering open dialogue. To summarize, I will conduct a fair investigation of Sarah's complaint under university policy. And if Sarah's allegation is proven true, Professor John must face the appropriate disciplinary action, as this will serve the greater good and strengthen the university's reputation and long-term success. We must remember that a business that prioritizes ethical behavior is more likely to attract and retain customers, employees, and investors who share those values. By adhering to ethical standards, a company can build a solid foundation for long-term success. Clear and respectful communication ensures that Sarah's concerns are heard and Professor John is given a fair chance to respond. Negotiation plays a role in finding constructive remedies, while maintaining dignity for all the stakeholders. It will foster a healthier university environment.